Hey guys, welcome back to the Reading Stack. I'm Hunter, and today we're going to be doing our second episode of Shooting the Breeze. The reason I wanted to speak to you today is to convince you that you should make a YouTube channel. Now, you may have a YouTube channel where you view a lot of stuff, you like videos, you comment, you interact with different content creators, you could say, but you haven't ever put out a video before. Well, I got kind of interested in making a YouTube a couple months back, and what had happened was on my YouTube channel where I would just like videos, comment, just watch different stuff, music, entertainment news, or different people I really like to subscribe to. I noticed I would comment on a video, and these were some old videos I commented on from like 2012 2013, so a long time ago, and people were commenting that week of last year, like they were commenting in 2020 about something I commented on in 2012. I didn't even remember having commented on it. So what I really understood is that you put stuff out there and people will interact with it long after you've walked away from it, and that could be for good or for bad, if you're trolling people or if you're commenting good, positive opinions and things. But I realized that if I made a video, people would be interacting with it for a long time afterwards. So it made me a little bit interested in just trying to put something out there. And I talked with my cousin. He was very encouraging some of the ideas I was sharing with him. He was saying, well, you could put that on YouTube. You could start something. It'd be simple and easy. And I saw he had put some videos out there that were pretty cool of him doing parkour and different things like that were really worth sharing. So when I really saw, hey, I could put something out there and people could enjoy it for a long time later after I've walked away from it and put it out there, I got to thinking, well, what would I be passionate about sharing? And I thought about a lot of different things. But if there's one thing in my life that has been a pretty recurring theme for nearly 10 years, it is reading. It's been learning through books, as well as podcasts, audio books, just any kind of media to learn from, to hear good stories, to learn good lessons from history or subjects I'm unfamiliar with, but just that growth through knowledge. Talking about books was something I realized, hey, I can make quite a few videos of doing that because it's something that's like autopilot for me. It just generates me reading and just these books and their wisdom. But I kind of had, I guess you could say, a life problem that also made it expedient to make a video with, because with a lot of my friends, when I would hang out with them, I'd just really be spewing or foaming from the mouth wanting to tell them about all the stuff I was really learning and reading all the time. And I could tell, well, boy, I'm really hitting them with a fire hose here. And it may not be the best social way of maneuvering and having a good conversation if you're just like, Seneca said this and Mark Twain said that, just really always blasting them. And my friends, they were very appreciative of that, but I realized maybe there'd be a need to where if I got out some of this stuff that was that I was really thinking about in my mind, really having these debates and chewing on these thoughts of authors, if I put that out there, it would be a little bit less like it was all built up and contained and having trouble being contained. So kind of with that delirium or that craziness, I decided, hey, I should make a YouTube channel where I talk about reading and books and pass on why someone should read them, why they are great and applicable for a reader. A lot of books you just never know. Sometimes you play roulette and you get a book and you're like, this was overhyped or wasn't as interesting. So I really wanted to make the YouTube videos where I could break it down, show you what's in the book, actually see if you like the way a writer has written, maybe some issues I'd had with a book or things I really was surprised about with a book. But just to share that with people, I'm pretty excited at the next couple of books I'll be reviewing that I've been reading. I've got Walden by Henry David Thoreau, read that. That was pretty good. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, just finished. And I'm almost through with Up From Slavery by Booker T. Washington. So a wide, diverse net of books, but I'm happy to share those and kind of what I got out of it and why somebody may get value out of reading it. So YouTube was something I was very unfamiliar with. How do I get a video out there? Well, I didn't have a lot of money, disposable income to, throw into this kind of passion project. Well, I was looking online for a good video editor. I found out I could just shoot a video using my computer's laptop camera. It's not the best way to shoot, of course, but it's worked thus far, and in the future I may invest more for that, more for the visual, more for the audio, just to make some good content, maybe even some new stuff I haven't tried yet. But all that to say, no money going through to visual, audio, or any kind of editing. I was able to do this totally free, and all I did was using my laptop's built-in speaker, my built-in camera, as well as this app this program that's free you can find online. It's called Shotcut, and it was totally free, and it's a video editor where I can take this from my laptop's camera roll, from using my camera that I would use for Zoom and other things. Using this camera, I was able just to take the video from my camera roll, plug it into Shotcut, and then add some audio tracks and really experiment. See, I was totally unfamiliar with this in the end of November of 2020, and it took me about probably 5-6 hours on my first video, like a pretty long time, but it was pretty fun plugging and playing and making a basic video. But it all starts as a challenge, and that's what you have to understand, is not to get discouraged. It's a challenge, but the good news is if your first video is 6 hours long, maybe the second video will be 3 hours long or 2 hours, and then maybe after that to edit another video, it just gets shorter and shorter, easier and funner to do. You can get more creative, have more leeway to say, well, it doesn't take me as long to do this, so let's try something new, some new effects, try to improve the performance of the video or the transitions, whatever it could be. It was just real easy. You just have to stumble into something and say, I'm not going to quit or give up. And then that's when the fun starts, and it gets real easy, just if you're committed not to let the initial discouragement get you. I think when I did the first video, I did it all on like one take, and then I learned through the editing, hey, I could clean this up, and if there's some sort of noise or I stumble through my thoughts, I ramble, I can go in and just cut out that portion and clean it up good. And so that's what's great about video editing is you realize, hey, I can make mistakes. It's a very freeing process. You can just let the stress go. You can just calm down and just make what you want and put it out there, and you feel a great pleasure when you get done, a great, and it's not all about how people react to it, and that's what the deal is your expectations. Is somebody wants to be an overnight success or just immediate success, to get a bunch of likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, things like that, and if you look at just the odds, that's probably not going to happen immediately, but gradually you start to see certain things happen. Just as on my other YouTube channel where I interacted with a lot of different creators, put comments, people were reacting and interacting with my stuff years after I had forgotten about it. So gradually the likes, the comments, the subscribers, those things happen. But all you really have to focus on is just having fun with the video, delivering what you feel is good, important content, like these books and these lessons I'm sharing from what I'm reading. Just passing on good books. When you feel you're doing something worthwhile and you have that carefree, fun attitude, you don't have to worry about the rest of that stuff. Those metrics that people look at for success. You just simply carve away the free time you have when you're not involved with something else and to make a video. And you know, with a lot of this, I've been making a video one day, having some videos made, and then later going and working on it and tweaking. When you have a relatively easy time, peaceful time, you could record a video, but then later, if it's all chaotic and it wouldn't be a good time to shoot, you can edit, and that works pretty well. And that makes it fun and easy. You kind of are able to build that rhythm in your life to make videos, and it just gets less. You know, it's not a thing to get stressed about or to be frustrated over. But there's difficulties, but it's worth it. And I just want to say that you may have a totally different passion or thing you would want to use your YouTube channel for, but it's worth it to make the videos, to make some content that you know, that helps, encourages, inspires somebody, or educates. Some of my content may fall into one of those categories, but there's something you could put out there that would benefit somebody else. And just getting better at editing and YouTube, you know, it's a good skill to have, just to know more. If anyone, ever since I started doing it, people said, hey, could you edit my video or upload my video? So it's kind of also like a skill or a trade you get better at. And with me, you know, I have a pretty busy schedule with work and everything, so I just find a day where I'm off, and or an evening after I've gotten off, and then I'll do a little recording, and then another time I'll do some editing and post it. So it's something that you can make comfortable. You can make it fit you and what you're doing in life. But to where anyone can do it, and like I said, you can do it totally free if you prefer, or you could pay, get upgraded and more advanced. It's really a limitless opportunity with how far you wanted to take it. But you may have an interest in talking about engineering or music, or be a comedy channel, make silly, funny videos. We're all different in what we'd want to do and what we feel would be best, and so that's ultimately up to you and what you're interested in, what your conscience speaks to with using YouTube for. But I just hope I encourage you in some way in the Shooting the Breeze video cast, just to go at it, just to try something, and you can do it totally free, very minimal effort. There will be, if you know you want to really try it out, there will be some frustration that's very minimal, but like my favorite philosopher Soren Kierkegaard said, the enthusiasm of noble natures is aroused only by difficulties. So, you know, in his way, if you're noble-hearted, then a little difficulty should be nothing. It should, you know, rather than quench the flame, it should actually ignite it. A good challenge, good hearty challenge to post and share with the world, you know, some of your parkour videos or your martial art stuff. It could be all sorts of crazy stuff. Your commentary on politics or the news or sports. The possibilities are limitless, and the entry point is so easy to get in. It's such a easy thing to get into. You can see young kids under 10 making YouTube videos of similar videos like mine, book reports, and whatever else it could be they're passionate about. But you have a passion as a person. You have a gift and a calling and something. You have expertise somewhere. And you can use YouTube, you can steward it to share that with the world and be a blessing to somebody. So I hope you will try it out. Like I said, it costs nothing, but it could be worth a whole lot. So I hope you will try out YouTube, and we'll have more Shooting the Breeze for you later, where we talk about maybe some different issues, but I felt this video would be important to share, to put out just on the front end, just to say, hey, you know, you have a YouTube channel waiting on you to be made. So I hope you guys go at it, and we'll have more content, more books reviewed, and stories shared for you soon. Bye.